Thank you for enjoying your sweetest moments with me, Merging Timelines. I'm your host, Melly Mells, an angelic melody Melanie, the airy fairy mystic. Today we're getting into a very general collective reading, and I just did one not too long ago, but I was so tired before I could even get into the magnifying glass. Take a little closer look. I couldn't even do it. I was so exhausted. Again, so surprised that I had the nerve to post that. So here we are. We're back at it. We're going to do another general collective spread, see what comes through. The messages I have for you are through myself and my own experience. Some thoughts that I had today, as you know, a little bit of what I anticipate in my world to come. I said not to say that, so I didn't. It's fine. We won't manifest anything we don't wish to experience. Okay? We won't manifest anything we don't wish to experience. We will continue to move with the optimism and the sense of freedom that we aspire to become and then see around us. Okay? Thank you for being here with me. If you enjoy my style of reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'd love to get to know you. I'd love if you'd leave a comment and just tell me if this is helping you or not. And if not, it's all right too. Still happy that you're here, witnessing this change through me. What's going on in our environment for the collective? Most High, what is going on for our environment for the collective? Thank you, Most High. Thank you again for growth, the acceptance of all of the things that I deserve. Thank you for that. I posted a comment on here. Didn't get that much attention, but I felt it to be very true. I wanted people to know that it is hard to receive. It's been hard for us to receive in our days of becoming. We've been forced to choose to receive based off of how bad we felt in the past. And then faked it until we supposedly made it, only to find that, man, we killed our soul. We killed our soul to get there. And I don't mean that in a cliche, oh, you sold your soul. Although, I can see how it's true. We became more dense over time. And we're getting very strong about the fact that we've decided to change this story about us. We've changed this tune. We'll no longer sing this song. It's just a sad, sad love song up in my head like crazy. And yes, I'm all caught up. I like that song, you guys. You better start slow. It doesn't let go or shake me. And it's all because of you. Something is breaking down. Something is breaking down. It's been illuminated to you what needs to be transformed. It's different for everybody, right? So you know. You know what are the things that you need to have courage and strength to accept the the feelings you want to feel in life. Wow, our heart is very covered and very flexible at this time, much to my surprise. Oh, are we really this indecisive? It's a blind decision nonetheless. May seem like it's obvious when you're looking at its picture, but it's not that obvious, is it, when you're feeling it? Especially when you're trying to change the way you feel. There's always this tendency to loop and loop and loop in its comfortability. But not at this time. At this time, we really want to make the right decision. And it's always blind, family. It's always on faith. And it's meant to be. Thank you, Most High. It's always meant to be on faith. Our first channel, our first phone call has to be from the Most High. Where is the collective headed? Where is the collective headed? To healing. We're headed to being healed even. I mean, I know people say we're always going to be healing, and I don't think so. Maybe I'm a bit too optimistic, but I don't think so. I think once we get very, very firm about what we want to feel and how we want to be treated within our individuality, we start to see that more, and we start to think about it twice as much. And we think about it, collective, reflecting on these times that we want to change. We think about it by reevaluating something that we did to cause our mind to hurt our heart, right? This, the weight on the scale, and we're impeding Libra season. It's that head and heart, and it's been a little bit too tilted on the head, not enough on the heart. We're changing that part of ourselves, okay? We're changing on that part of ourselves to accept the way we want to feel individually. Then looking for its reflection and accepting the fact, family, that we won't forever be healing. We'll be healed at some point because our mind won't be invested in things that we're not aware of. We'll become very, very, very clear. Like I said, it may be another 10-year cycle for some. It may be 10 years for some to finally see clear vision through the fog. That's my sweet sunny bunny. He's sleeping. I feel so good. I can't tell you, I feel so good. But I'm still healing. And there are some things that I may be a little reluctant to healing because of the way it triggers me. Right? Because I've rested on it long enough. But I also haven't seen how it's been something that I've been working on within myself, right? So think of a time when you've juggled someone, something, some idea. You've been working on yourself, and so have they. So have your reflections, whether that is your partner, your family, your employer, your audience. They've been working on things that within themselves too. Things that made them satisfying sense of control. It's going to be a topic for a while, but I hope to see it phase out as we become more healed individuals. Where's the future? What does our future look like? It looks like we're going to be a little closed off. People might see us standing our ground, deciding what we're passionate about and which direction we feel like we need to go and why we deserve to take its action. We have victory behind us, and no one needs to worry about it but ourselves. And we're at the gate to make sure that it is instilled in its, visitors, right? Within its visitors. What's the advice here? Who's the advice for? What is the collective's advice? Collective, what do you think your advice would be at this time? Oh, okay. Let's get it. Oh, okay. Start speaking your truth about the past, right? Gemini vibes. So it's going to be light. It's going to be dark. It's going to be like throwing up and shitting at the same time. Yikes. I hate that. I always reference those two ends, but hey, it's reality, okay? We decided we wanted to come out of competition, but whoa. Something that you're not aware of. That's on you, right? People see it on you, but you haven't seen it yet. And so as you go to pick up the curtain, don't just look for what you think is going to be out there that someone else has created. It's also something that you've created, right? It's been a part of your experience. And everything here on the board is exposed except your heart. Maybe people don't really know how you feel. And that's something you haven't really shown. Especially if you've been wearing a mask in a society that is stemmed through its connection within persona. I mean, check out the closet here. There's many suits to wear, but we're all kind of conjunct in its identity. I wanted you to see my wall because I actually put up the pictures and I think it looks pretty lit, but my son is sleeping right now. But you'll get a little peek. Ta-da! Just so it doesn't look a little tacky. The best thing, oh gosh, I guess this side needs to be done. There's so many pictures to hang up. So I'll get to that. I love the fact that I've broken again to this place. It's been a place that I've returned back to. I was here in 2018. I left in 2020 just before COVID. And I'm back. And I have to admit to you, family, it wasn't easy. Because I was so prideful. I was so happy. I was so happy. I was so unhealed. I felt like I was so happy when I was here. There was a part of me that I needed to go back to retrieve in order to manifest a full cycle of healing for myself. I'm not quite sure what exactly does that mean, and why are we bringing it up, you know? I guess we'll get down to it. I'm not feeling tired. My partner's a little upset with me right now. I said something that was triggering. I did something that was triggering, and till this moment, I still don't know what it was. But I respect the time that they need to reflect. It's not always love and light, family. We are both ends, and a lot of the times when we need to have those moments, we do it by ourselves out of respect. So when we get into this realm of the new world, let's have a little less control over how other people discreet their shadows and pain and triggers. Let's look at what we're not so sure about. Justice and the Six of Swords. So we're not sure about how this balance is going to be ushered in. But I think a lot of that uncertainty stems from the fact that we aren't really holding the known power of our mind. We know about it, we hear about it, Ray. It's been one of those things that we constantly hear about. But do we really hold it to its belief? I will tell you I don't, okay? Because in the moment that I feel like my home base is receiving bomb threats or literally being bombed, which that's the way I see it, you know, when I'm being attacked by the esoteric realm, that really is just ushering in the energy that I've created. Intentionally, unintentionally, it just returns what has been given to its energetic field, right? It literally feels like you're being bombed once it's returned. And you can't really tell another soul, because unless they've lived and walked in your shoes, it looks different for everyone. It looks really different for everyone. I'm not even sure if I want to clarify. I'm feeling a little lazy. I took the last 2 days off. Well, I left early on Monday because, like I said, I was receiving bomb threats. I've been planning to take Channing on this vacation with me, and I'm now being told that I can't. It's 3 weeks away, family. It's quite triggering when you have to share control with another. 5 of Cups and the Strength, please. Why is the 5 of Cups and the Strength here? Oh my. Look at the Strength and the Strength in reverse. I am telling you, it's synchronistic. Yeah, it's oppositional at the moment. But like I said, the tendency to go back has its way with us sometimes. And I don't mean returning back to those places where we know we've completed the cycle. We've seen our light, we've seen our dark. We don't want to see any more of it in that entity. For everyone, it's different, because some of us actually manifested partners early on through our higher sense of awareness, and then some of us used others in order to get to it. Again, intentionally, unintentionally, doesn't really matter. It still serves balance. right? Let's talk about the balance now. Needs to be balanced in order to maintain its mental state, right? Because at one moment we're insecure about the decisions, then we're strong about the decisions. This is the going back and forth that the collective is facing. But then we have the 10 of Swords, because I believe I can fly. I believe that, oh my gosh, and that reminds me of, like, I saw this beautiful butterfly. I don't know, butterflies are really drawn to me. And I love to just, that's my way of meditating if I'm not getting on the yoga mat, which I haven't been very good about doing lately. But if I'm not getting on the mat, then I usually just go outside and I observe whatever life comes to me. And usually it's butterflies. The most beautiful ones too. And they come very, very close. And it's like they're flexing their flight, their freedom, their essence. And then I realized we're not in competition, Mel. Not even with the little butterfly. It is merely just a reminder that you feel light and free when you are of high vibration. And competition ain't it. 10 of Swords in reverse. I'm skipping along here. Let's get back to the Justice and the 6 of Swords. Thank you, Most High. It's probably because at times, whatever comes to the surface when you receive these bomb threats makes you remember a time when you felt like you didn't have anything to start with. That you were actually obtaining things to get its value. This is the conditioning of our society, my family. This is the conditioning of my society, right? There's the polarity. Again, these are so many cards coming out to clarify one another. And sometimes we want to tiptoe out the fact that we ever did feel this way. And nah, fam. We did. We did through the condition of our society or our familiarity, our upbringings, our teachings, you name it. But we still crossed the line. So we must admit to ourselves that that moment in time is what is very challenging about it. And then the nostalgia. Oh, the nostalgia. Like I said, my partner's mad at me at the moment. I'm not laughing about it. I'm just saying it. It is what it is. You know, once you grow into a sense of awareness, you acknowledge the fact that they are going to need to create space. Not a lot of space. Just enough to where you allow them to move through their emotions to get to a place where they can decide where they want to be. But when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Ooh, how I feel so sad. Now that I wanna leave, she's crying her heart to me. How could you let this be? So there could be like the triggering of somebody else or the letting go of somebody else that you remember this nostalgia. Remember I said we wanted to change it, but it doesn't take away that it still has an effect on the way we feel, family. It made us feel full when we felt empty. Because we didn't know we came with all the tools we needed. We were taught to get them. 10 of Swords in reverse. Tell me about the 10 of Swords in reverse. All right. We're going to feel in this place where Melly Mel says, oh, we can be healed here. We're going to feel like we left somebody out in the cold, though, doing it. We're going to see they have the crutches and they're trying to crawl up behind us. Oh, wait. I'm sick. I'm not feeling good. I need your help. And we just going to be walking with our heads down like, oh, the sacrifice. The sacrifice. There goes again that competition, but it's a little bit mental this time. It's not really happening around you. It's happening within you. And filter through that, fam. That's what we're here to do. filter through. So there goes the reason why we're not healed. We figured it out. What else you want to tell us about the temperance, Most High? 8 of Pentacles? Oh, that we're working on it? Because we got a good thing. So some of us may be feeling like we have something good that deserves the work that we're about to put in. We see through the things that we've walked away from, but we're taking a sense of feeling overwhelmed while we're doing it. Nonetheless, you manifest on good days and bad days. There goes the reason why we need to control that mental state. If you're not convinced, we should be convinced now. Oh, remember, I must bring my mental state. You know how they tell you, okay, make sure you have your ID badge when you check in for work. Let me see that name badge. Or whatever tools you bring. If you're in the medical field, bring your stethoscope. Do you have your stethoscope? Oh, if you're, your tools. They're in your locker. 7 of Wands, please. What are we defensive about in the future? Our healing. The fact that we want to be healed. And we came to do it by clearing our mind. That 10 of Swords wanted to show its face 3 times in the place. I told you we can get to this place where we're healed. I'm not lying and saying we're there, family. I'm just saying we can. Because that's the goal in the new world. It's the frequency of 144. Sure, we had to put some things to the side to make this decision independently, but that's the reason why we feel a little stagnant. A little bit of like, okay, look left, look right before you cross the street now, Mel. Because in the past, family, we didn't look, we obtained. Whatever we could get from the market, we got. You know how it is when you're on a budget and you're like, okay, I got $5. What do I need to obtain for my fulfillment? It's a need. Ooh, the need. Knight of Swords. Tell me about the Knight of Swords and where it's headed with its conversation. Headed straight to the past, but it has every bit of union in mind. Whether you're talking to someone of the past, because some people the union is someone of the past, and some people it is to create union by addressing the past. And then for those who don't quite understand that part of it, it is the desire to feel in union with self, family, to the highest vibration of all. 144 frequency. It's the only thing on the mind. Should be the only thing on the mind. It should make things a little bit easier to sail in. I don't know about you, but I take some, I'm not going to share my code, and how I do this because I can't. But you find ways to welcome in this new world. You set off on its direction. You have the whole world in your hands. Or you're getting ready to follow someone who does. And man, this person that has the whole world in their hands, they clean up nicely. Okay? Yeah, people might see them in a certain light right now. This guy looks like he doesn't really have much going on. But he's holding the world, family. He's holding the world. He's got everything going on. You have everything going on. Maybe the person you're observing has everything going on. Somebody does. And they're getting ready to travel. Well, it's been a great time and space that we've shared together, and I really appreciate you returning to the channel, supporting me, and supporting yourself along the ascension journey, because it's rough, but it's always so worth it. Take care of yourself until next time, family. Bye.